welcome back. Our guest is, like we know, game is no longer just a pastime. It's becoming a global industry. And for the first time, Nigeria is stepping into that space on a global level with the introduction of the Esport Nation Cup. And now Nigeria is positioning itself to be part of that conversation. What does that mean for young gamers who are looking to leverage on that platform to build a name for themselves? And of course, take the nation to the next level when it comes to sports. Welcome to the show, Chima.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank
Good
you
to have you on the show.
All right, so let's start from the basics real quick. But there are a lot of people who don't even understand what esports is all about or what it takes. Some people just feel gaming is just the regular, when you use your Mortal Kombat and you play the rest. All right, so the basic, what's Esports Nations Cup and why is it significant in Nigeria?
Okay, so the Esports Nations Cup is basically like the World Cup for esports.
Okay.
So it's like every nation takes their best player to, represent them in the global stage.
Okay.
So
every nation, like
like
countries,
100 plus nations are involved. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they pick their best players to represent them.
Nice.
It's happening in Saudi Arabia. So yes, that's the Esports Nations Cup. Yeah.
Okay. So how big of a moment is this for the Nigerian esports ecosystem currently?
Okay. It's a historic moment for us because we usually used to individual tournaments, but this one is different. This one is for like national pride, and also this kind of tournament is going to give us that global recognition that we're hoping for. Yes.
So aside the global recognition, how does this change the perception of gaming in Nigeria?
Okay. Growing up, we all grew up with it, and seeing gaming or esports in general is just like a mere pastime or just like entertainment. But right now, you can use this as a career path, either as a gamer, as a content creator, a broadcaster. So it's really changing a lot for the youths.
Okay, so I mean, we're used to national teams, athletes, football. How does this now place itself in the ecosystem as a sport? I'm just thinking of, because that's what does it mean to have a national esport team?
Okay, so a national esports team, it's not really, we won't say it's like a Nigerian team, but basically it's different games are involved. So we have players representing Nigeria in those different games. So it's not just like a one player representing for Nigeria in all titles, but like we choose the best players that represent us in different titles. Yes.
So how does one actually get a national esports team? What does it really take to put up this team together? Okay,
so KD Sports, for example, is the national team partner for this Esports Nations Cup. KD Sports.
Okay.
Yes.
Sports, okay.
It's the national team partner for this, and we're collaborating with other partners like Game Evo. We're collaborating with Goodway Gaming, Kukeva, and all these other partners. They have their own games that they focus on. So we reach out to them. We expect them. We also monitor it for them to host like qualifiers, for them to bring out the best in these different game titles or fields that we're looking at. So yeah, that's how we go about getting the
So is there a structured, one key part of this is creating like a structured, is there a structured pathway?
Yes, right now it's growing. So right now we're trying to create a pathway going from grassroots gaming all the way to the professional scene. So we have the tournaments like Onile, which we collaborate with the 30 local government areas in Lagos to get like gamers in these game centers, and from there we transition to the National E-Soccer League, where they represent like themselves in like a bigger stage in that professional light. Yeah.
So for a young, passionate Nigerian who is always passionate about gaming, what does this really have for them?
It's to show that there's now a way for you to make a career out of this, for you to profit out of gaming. So it doesn't have to just be for fun anymore. If you want to take it seriously, put in the dedication, the discipline, and you can make a career out of gaming.
So how do you go about making a career? What do you need to learn? Are there skills? How do you talk to?
So esports is like I said, you have various career paths for esports. You can be a gamer, like you play, participate in the global stage like this. You can also be a content creator. If you don't want to take it to that professional aspect, you just want to entertain people, play the games, have funny moments, go online, go live. There's also event production. If you're good at handling all those productions and media, you can get into that aspect. So there are different areas you can get into with esports. Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm interested when you say because when we hear esports, what comes to mind is just gaming. Just going to be having lots of games and all of that. So what other opportunities? Can you shed more light on other opportunities that could be there for the content creators?
Yes.
For instance.
Okay. So we know about Twitch. There's a Twitch,
Yes,
like
Twitch, yeah.
Twitch, TikTok.
Is that an esports?
No, that's not esports,
Okay.
but you can make money off of it by playing games
Yes.
over there as well.
I
So
see what
even
you
if you
mean.
don't want to go through that whole professional part, you can
Oh.
stay in the comfort of your home, you know,
Yeah,
entertain people, play different games, you know, have different reactions, and then you can still profit off of that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a different
I see.
ecosystem.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's well, you said Twitch.
Yeah.
You could do live streaming.
Live
too.
streaming, yes.
All right. So that's part
Yeah.
of esports
Yes.
too. Okay. Nice. So for those who are passionate, how can they really make money? What opportunities? How do you monetize it? I'm just for those who want to get clarity.
Okay, so as a player, if you put yourself out there, esports teams see you, they can sign you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can, just the same way like professional footballer, traditional footballer, you know, can be signed into a team and that salary.
Wow.
That can be a case. There are tournaments being held as well.
Oh.
So we have players like Farouk Mazo, who is currently in Morocco now participating in tournaments for about $10,000. So these are like different ways for you to make money in esports.
That's actually something to consider.
I tell you. So let's talk about the roles and responsibilities right now. So with Cade Sports now playing a key role, what responsibilities comes with coordinating something of this kind of event?
Okay, so we don't do it alone. It's going to be very difficult doing it alone. That's why we have different partners that we work with, like I listed before, like Game Info, because we have those guys that we work together and coordinate this at a professional level to create that structure for us to be able to have those tournaments, consistent leagues, and have that pathway for people to go from that casual gaming all the way to the professional scene.
Okay, what are some of the challenges in terms of funding and just general challenges of the
Yeah,
industry?
okay. So one of the challenges we face is investment and also the structure as well. But with this Esport Nations Cup and last year as well started the ODLE and the National Soccer League, that is beginning to take effect. That's come to make those changes, and those problems are now starting to go away a little bit.
All right, so now the big question is, are Nigerian gamers really ready to compete in a global level?
We have the talents. We have the talent. It's just we don't have that global recognition yet, and that's what this E-Nations Cup is yet to show. Once we get there, I'm sure the players will perform well. Will make us proud. Yes.
Nice. So where do you see the game going through, or the industry in the next 3 to 5 years?
Right now, we see they are looking at Africa, or should I say Nigeria or Africa in general, as not ready. They are not really interested or not talented enough. But I'm sure in the next 3 to 5 years, we'll be on the same level with these European people doing this. Yes.
Nice.
All right,
Nice.
let's have some quick fire questions right now.
Okay,
console or mobile gaming?
Console game.
One game Nigerians can dominate globally.
EFC.
What's EFC?
That's the football.
Football.
The football
All
game.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one thing Nigeria must fix to grow esports.
The structure. Yeah.
Okay, so I was asked for women too. Do you have women gamers? What's it like for women to who want to play the game? Because these games are mostly traditionally male dominated.
So we try our best to let gamers, both male and female, know that it's open to everyone. I mean, we have fewer female gamers, but they're out there. We have people like Monica. We have like Ama. Like she plays Apex. So we have different gamers. So it's just they're less than the male. But we see them. We notice them. And if you're a female gamer, whatever tournament it is, we go to the KD Sports app. We have a lot of tournaments. All you have to do is just sign up.
So if I want to play a game, I can sign up.
Yes, sign up and participate in that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I think nice having you on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'm just thinking also, just to wrap up the last question, for those who probably might be interested in playing the game, probably when it comes to people who have access to it, are there opportunities for people who probably not in the event, who are not so exposed to, but maybe want to have an idea of how to go about? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what are the opportunities for them to?
Okay, so if anyone wants to learn or get into the esports scene, I'll suggest you follow all these esports pages: KD Sports, Game Evo Esports, Nexel Gaming. Also, like I said, we have the app as well. We put a lot of information, whatever news is going on over the world in esports, updates, tournaments that you can join. Everything is there on the app as well.
I
So
think I will
yeah.
try I can just go there and just play 1 or 2 games.
Yeah. And you might win some money as well. So
money.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yes, thank you.
All out. Anyway, you see money, that counts me in. All right, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Chima. It was
thank you.
nice having you on the show.
Yeah,
And of course, we know that esports is growing the way we have our normal regular sports. We have to really make sure that we have so much support for the structure. Thank you for coming on the show.
Okay, thank you.
Word of the day says opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Thomas Edison. On this note, we say our goodbyes. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.